This is one of my very favorite times of the year. My koi are breeding. This is the second day that they've laid eggs, and they're chasing right now. I'm going to walk up here pretty quietly, and down at the on the left-hand side you can see a koi swimming through what I call a spawn trap. It has plastic lattice work framed in with two 1x2s, and I have the lattice work woven with carpeting, and when the koi swim through that lattice work in their spawning runs, which they're doing around the pond right now, they don't release the eggs when they're just splashing like that. They only release their eggs when the splashing is extremely vigorous, and then the female will release her eggs into, usually it's vegetation, that sort of thing. I just saw them splashing a whole bunch right here in this variegated iris and variegated reed bed that I have in one corner of my pond. And their eggs are very small, about 1/16 of an inch, and each koi has the ability to lay thousands of eggs. And one of their very favorite things after they get done laying eggs on a given day is to eat the eggs that they can find. And both the male and the female koi both devour eggs. I think that the reason, I'm not sure of why they eat their own eggs as soon as they get done laying them, but eggs are extremely nutritious, and I think it has something to do with the fact that other fish will eat the eggs if they don't in the natural environment. And right now you don't see any of them eating any of the eggs under the water there. Right now they're still very active as far as chasing. There goes another one through, hoping to find a female that wants to spread her eggs. Right now the females are probably pretty exhausted. It's been 2 days of spawning for them, and after they get done spawning today, they'll just lie motionless on the bottom, totally exhausted, just recuperating. I wasn't sure if they were going to spawn again today, but they are, and I just wanted to share the excitement that I have. I like to take the spawning mats that I have there. There goes one right in the corner here. She's right in all those plants trying to get out. I better help her out of there. There we go. Let's see, we'll push her out that way. Yeah, that's one of my big females there. She was stuck in behind that pot. Now she's going to be out there where the other koi can chase her. They're immediately going after her right there. Maybe that's the reason I saw them splashing so much right down here in those plants from inside the house, that she was stuck in there, couldn't get out. She was just trying to, I don't know, escape the throng of suitors. They all want to swim along behind her and fertilize her eggs. This is probably just another little male right there swimming through, looking to see if there's any females. And you can see that, possibly you can see that big female down in the water. It's pretty murky considering the spawning activity, and stirs up everything that's in the pond. Yeah, she's just getting pushed around. It's sort of amazing. But what I'll do is I'll take these eggs from this pond here and transfer them to what I call my baby koi pond. It's a shallow, long pond. It's about 24 inches deep at the shallow end, and it gets just a little bit deeper towards the deeper end, maybe 30 inches. It's about 8 feet wide, a little bit wider. No, about the same width as this pond here. And put the eggs in there, and then after about a week, the eggs hatch before a week goes by, but the small fish eat the small organisms that are in the pond. It's an established pond, and I'll try to give them some more nutrition there in that pond so that there's plenty of small protozoa and small live food like that for the baby koi to eat. And then by fall, I'll have a whole, probably 500 or 1,000 or more baby koi. In the middle of summer, I'll probably have to go through the baby koi, and if I'm real successful, there's going to be way more than baby koi than can grow well in that pond, and I will have to save some of the koi and do a thing called culling. I really do not like to cull fish, but it's one of the things that has to be done with overproduction. Of course, none of my culled koi ever go to waste. I have box turtles that I feed the koi that I cull. I freeze them in the freezer and then thaw them out as needed to feed my young and my old box turtles. Well, I hope you enjoyed this little video. It didn't really show the koi doing much spawning, but it did show a little bit of the setup. They'll probably start getting that female to spawn here shortly, but it's just a lot of splashing and you can't really see what's going on. But the process is just a wonderful thing for springtime people that have koi. There are 18 koi in this pond here, not counting all the little babies that might be born. I have no young koi in this pond. These are all at least 6 or 7 years old.